Now, a Zimbabwean businesswoman has called for the BRICS bloc to be more inclusive of African countries as the continent grapples with inequality and inequity. Sharon Dube, who started a financial advisory business during the COVID-19 pandemic, was among a handful of delegates from other African nations at the BRICS Youth Summit in Durban. The three-day event, which ended today, was among the activities held in the build-up to the 15th BRICS Summit in Johannesburg next month. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan has a story.
She's a mother of two who started her business as a means to help young entrepreneurs in Zimbabwe effectively manage their finances.
The Financial Grind is an organization that I basically started at the peak of COVID-19. The issues of financial literacy and financial management. Because of unemployment and a lot of people losing their jobs, many had to resort to starting their own businesses, and most didn't have the tools to equip them, especially in as far as the financial management and sustainability of the organization is concerned.
Dube wants business owners to learn better spending habits and empower them with tools for financial planning.
So the service that we basically offer is to empower your organization, give you financial systems, give you templates that will allow you to track progress in your organization, be able to make decisions that allow your business to grow, that are finance related. So basically we do the financial management and literacy, specifically of small businesses, youths, but starting from the lowest level possible. So we're still expanding. We're still young, we're a very young company, so we're growing as an organization, but basically that is the trajectory that we're taking as an organization.
She listened intently at the 9th BRICS Youth Summit in Durban, where discussions about youth cooperation amongst BRICS countries revealed challenges of inequality across the African continent.
For too long, African countries have been a part of mining and putting their product on ships to be processed, beneficiated, and have value added in countries such as China and India and Japan. So how do we as an African continent, how does government play a role, private investors play a role into building the infrastructure from a manufacturing perspective to ensure that we're not only mining the commodities of the future that are in our backyard, but we also have the ability to add value to them. So no, mining will not be a sunset industry because of the just transition moving away from coal. It's giving us the opportunity to put money into the exploration and exploitation of new minerals.
I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation around multilateralism, the financing institutions, and how basically for Africa to change the financial architecture of the global system has to sort of like shift so that we ensure that there's not only equality but equity as well as we thrive for economic growth for different African countries.
Youth unemployment was among the major crises discussed at this conference, with a call made for a united front by BRICS countries to support small businesses that are alleviating joblessness.
There's a lot of unemployment amongst youth in the African continent. However, I like the fact that our governments have made initiatives and effort to make sure that they empower our youth in as far as the system is no longer traditional to say get an education and then get employed. But now there are rooms of entrepreneurship. Like I said, I'm the founder of the Financial Grind, creating employment as a young person, delivering services to my country, which I feel are solving economic issues as well. So the support that we're getting in as far as empowering entrepreneurs, it's not there yet, but there's something that is being done, which is great for us as the youth.
Dube was among a handful of delegates from other African countries attending the BRICS Summit, where the discussion largely focused on these 5 nations. Dube has recognized the economic domination that BRICS countries hold, and she wants to be part of this.
Definitely the expansion of BRICS would help. Do you know why? Because there's too much monopoly of power. Even in business, when there's monopoly of power, they tend to take advantage of the market. However, the moment you start to see other players, even if they are small, but they bring about competition and they threaten the status quo and at times shift the dimension of what is currently happening, which if BRICS is to take a leap, expand its membership, I think will be challenging the norm, creating opportunities, and being the generation that is bringing about change.
But it may take a lengthy and high-profile discussion to see this ambition being realized.
That is for the summit to decide. And obviously, BRICS is becoming attractive to other countries. But the summit must decide when should come in.
The main BRICS summit is set to take place from the 22nd to the 24th of August in Johannesburg. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Karinda Jagmohan in Durban.